Hello, Julenn Keeling here, Associate Broker with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Town Realty. Today, I'd like to chat with you all about utilizing your tax refund in order to buy a house. As I'm always presenting you with options and producing results, let's jump right in. So, I find that a lot of people think that owning a home is actually unobtainable and don't realize that the barrier to entry, so to speak, may not be as high as what they think. In fact, it's actually probably easier to own a home than it is to rent one. I'll be going over the two most common perceived obstacles to buying a home, which are the down payment and closing costs. Let's start with the down payment. The fact is, you actually don't need a huge down payment. Most people think that you may have to have as much as 20% saved, when in actuality, there are a lot of 100% financing options in which you wouldn't even have a down payment at all. I will put a link down below in the description and comments section that will have links to videos that go more in depth of what some of those 100% financing options may be. The most common 100% financing options are the VHDA loan, which is for first-time home buyers, the VA loan, which is for active duty and vets, and the USDA loan, which is for more of those rural type of areas. You can utilize one of these 100% financing options and then use your tax refund for some of the auxiliary costs that go along with buying a home, such as for your home inspection. The next perceived obstacle would be your closing costs. In our area, the closing costs are typically about 3 to 3.5% of whatever the sales price ends up being. For example, if you have a $100,000 home, the closing cost would be about $3,000 or $3,500. Please note that the 3 to 3.5% estimate for closing costs is a good rule of thumb to use. However, the specific amount will vary according to whatever your sales price ends up being and also whatever the specific loan type is that you use. You could use your tax refund towards your closing costs, or better yet, you could actually ask the seller to pay for your closing costs. Yes, you heard me correctly. The seller can pay for some or all of your closing costs in the form of seller closing cost assistance. Now you're probably thinking, well, how often does that actually happen? Well, in our area, I would say that it's pretty common and that most of the homes sold have some form of seller contributions towards the buyer's closing costs. Now, I do realize that everyone's financial situation is of course different, and I'm not a tax accountant or a CPA. I'm going off of my actual real-world knowledge of what some of my past clients have been able to do with their particular tax refunds. You definitely can't go wrong using your tax refund to buy an appreciating asset versus a depreciating one, such as a car. I use the car as a good example of what a lot of people use their tax refunds for, when it will only go down in value versus a house that will go up in value and appreciate and gain more value over time. Buying a house is a great way to start a very solid financial foundation. I hope that you have enjoyed the content and learned a little something along the way, as my goal is to always educate my buyers throughout the home buying process. Please give me a thumbs up, DM, or comment below with any questions you may have. Thank you again for watching, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Bye!